Hi, this is Colleen. I wanted to share this project with you. I created this 12 by 12 page out of all recycled material for a club I joined called Artsy Addicts. It was created by Marion Smith, and you buy one kit and you can join a club, and every month she has a theme, and then at the end of the month she chooses a winner and you win some products, and I won, so I'm really excited. And I just found out last night that I won, and I'm so happy and thrilled. I've been watching Marion for couple years, I should say, and I just adore her. So I'm so happy that she picked my project, and I worked really hard on it. So I wanted to share with you what I did. So what I did is I used a 12 by 12. I cut this out of a box, and I tore, before I get too far, this is supposed to be my daughter and I went out to play golf, and this is actually a golf course, or a hole at a golf course, and is what this is supposed to represent. Like, this is the grass, this is the water, and this is a sand trap. So I wanted to explain it before I get too far into it. And my ball always lands in the water, by the way. Anyway, so I took a box and the corrugated cardboard, and I just peeled off the corners of the layout to expose that, and I left the paper on the rest of it. Then I coated the green paint. This is Jubilee green for the grass. Then I used this plaid Dutch blue acrylic paint to represent the water. And I used this Making Memories shopping bag paint to represent the sand traps. And then while this was wet, I poured the sand in here, and I got this over at Walmart, and then when the paint dried, it dried in there, so it's super simple. And these are bottle caps that I wanted to look like golf balls. And what I did with them was I raided my husband's tool thing, and these are tin snips, so be careful. These are sharp, and so is the lid, so be careful. And I and you have to hold it really tight and snip through the cap, and you need to do this probably in 4 or 5 places, because you can't flatten it till you cut through. After you go all the way around, like I said, 4 or 5 cuts, then I laid it down on my basement floor, and I took his hammer and I hammered it flat. And this is how it turned out. Then I covered the center with some gesso, and I put it on there bumpy on purpose to look like, because the golf ball has the little bumps on it, and I did that on purpose. And then I put my daughter's name on there, because this was her first time playing golf with me. And I added the bottle top tabs. They're like, basically like flowers, but I couldn't resist. So it's kind of like they're golf balls and flowers. So yeah, we're girls, we gotta do that. And over here, I wanted this to look like a golf ball, and this is your golf tee. And I used frozen orange juice, and that's all this was, and I kept the caps. And all I did was cut my photo to fit inside. And then I took scrap paper, and I drew this out and cut out to look like a T. I used some tissue paper that I previously had for something else, and I cut it to look like grass, and inked it a little bit here with the brown. And then I used our card that we used that day playing golf as my mat. And then I also used a golf terms from a dictionary, an old dictionary I got at a yard sale, so that's recycling as well. And then I took a water bottle and I cut the bottom of it off, And then I took the gesso and I put it around the edges, like around the edges, and then the center. And again, it's the whole golf ball where, you know, these are circles, 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 but also they look like flowers. So I thought it would just be I thought it would be very fun to do. Oh, and let's see. I guess the only thing I forgot to mention is I did use this on the edge of my layout as well. And so everything here is from recycled products, like I said, except obviously paint from the store and sand from the store, and a little piece of cardstock. So I was so pleased I won. And so I wanted to share this with you. I've been recycling for 22 years, so this is totally fun to do. This is something I did about 2 years ago. Is my favorite drink is Diet Dr. Pepper. I drink tons of it. And my husband kept snapping pictures of me at a Christmas party on purpose, so I turned around smiling, exaggerating the smile just because he was king of nerves. And I happened to have the can and was posing with that, and that's how this came about. And actually I was really pleased he was just snapping photos randomly because it made a great photo for the page. So I took the can, and you have to be very careful because this is super sharp, but I cut the top and the bottom off and just use the sides of the can on my page. And I used some staples here to say love, because I love Diet Dr. Pepper. And this is some wrapping paper ribbon that I got at Christmas time. And I got it after Christmas on clearance. It was very inexpensive, and I got a giant roll of it, so I thought it was perfect to use. I don't remember where I got the fleur-de-lis. I probably had that in my stash. And the paper I used on this was called Color Bock, and it's an older paper that I've had in my stash for a while. And this was part of the kit that I had. And then I put my initials, CK, which these are just little brads, things I had in my stash as well. And then, like I said, just my favorite drink, real simple, tore it, you know. And then I wasn't inking, as you can see. Now I would have inked the edges of this. But Tim Holtz didn't have his wonderful distress inks yet, or I didn't own them, one or the other. And so that's why the ends are not distressed. So that's what I would have done differently in my layout now. But anyway, I thought I would share this with you. It's a fun way to use the recyclables, save money, save the environment, and it's a lot of fun. And thank you for watching my channel, and please leave a comment and subscribe.